Hey everyone, Soundwave 884, another. And in this, we're going to take a look at Revenge of the Fallen Scout Class Breakdown. Alright, so here is Breakdown. He's based off of the original G1 Stunticon Breakdown. Now the spelling is different. Revenge of the Fallen, they spelled it B-R-A-K-E down. Whereas original G1 it was break, as in B-R-E-A-K, like you're breaking something down. This one is spelled break, like you're breaking the car. Which I guess makes more sense with him being an actual car. So it's based off the G1 Breakdown. Color schemes, you can see it right here, very much reminiscent of that, but done in a movie aesthetic. And we'll just take a look at that ugly aesthetic face, which actually isn't too bad. It's not as buggy as a lot of the movie stuff is. I actually do like it. It's got gold eyes. Some of the paint, like this one on this side here, his left eye doesn't have as much gold paint as his right eye, but they did get some on to the back of his head back there. It's a nice looking figure, kind of spindly, is that the word? He's just skinny, very scrawny in robot mode, very thin here in certain areas. So you don't have to really be too hollow. He does have some little carved in areas because he's so skinny, it's like they're saving on plastic. Anyway, now this was Scout Class. Back in the day, we had Legends Class, which I don't have one of those figures around me at the moment, but those were really tiny. And they jumped up to Scout Class. Then you had your Deluxe, your Voyager, and you had Ultra, you had Leader Class. You know, they just kept going up that way. And then they kind of made Legends Class and Scout Class about the same. They kind of met, not really in the middle. It's a little bit bigger than Legends, but smaller. They're just a little bit smaller than Scout Class, but about double the size of your Legends Class figures. Eliminated at a price point, and pretty much they brought Legends Class up to Scout Class price. This figure did not come with any weapons, so he is just going to have to fight you with his long, skinny, bare hands. He's carrying his door panels on his arms, and his hands do have a little bit of articulation. There's a ball joint there, so you got some movement and expressiveness with his hands. They're not stuck to the doors, so you can do something with his hands to make it a little more visible. There's no waist articulation. Head, you can look up and spin 360 around. Shoulders, you got a little bit of movement. There's just a lot of stuff going on in these arms, so you don't get as much. There you go, got to there. He's got this extra little joint, so you can bring them back forward like a butterfly joint. You can 360 them around. Just gotta watch out for his backpack back there. No ankle tilts. You do have front and back movement for transformation. You got your thigh swivels out to the side, front to there, and then you go back and you hit the backpack, which is just the top of the car mode right back here. So it does have a little bit of a backpack, but to me it's a handle for your Transformers. So let's do a few scale comparisons. Next to Titans returns Brawn, who is Legends Class. Next to Kingdom Core Class, Optimus Prime, which pretty much your Legends Class. Next to Mech Fans Toys Blasters, because he was on my table for my Core Class Soundwave review. And next to Deluxe Class Generations Scoop. Alright, so let's transform Breakdown into his vehicle mode. It's very simple. You want to just push his hands back against his doors, fold his feet up. You're going to bring this part of the car down like this. Let's bring it down. If you want his tires free and available down there, and you're going to come up here to his head. You're going to fold this back, and it's going to go into this little cavity back here. You're going to take this part here. We're going to spin this around. Then you're going to push it down. You're going to take his arms, tab here, you're going to hook it up here, just in that little gap, so bring it in, hook that in, bring it up, hook that in. Then you're going to untab this part here from here. There's a little tab here that goes in a little slot right there. And we're going to bring this up, and you're going to line that with that hooked in. Then bring his waist section out this little hinge back here. We're going to bring this out like this and bring this part down. And what it's going to do is this part's going to come hook around right here and bring it to the front of the car. I'm going to rotate his feet. And you can see there's tabs here. It's going to hook onto these, and then these two tabs here are going to go in those little slots here. So we're going to hook this, tab this together, and we're going to tab that into that. Now we're going to put the arms in here. So we're just going to bring these down. This here is going to go right behind that. And we're just going to bring it down, tab it in. Do the other one, bring it down the hinge, tab it in. There we go. We have transformed Breakdown into his Lamborghini. No, not his Lamborghini. Vehicle mode. This is a sports car. It's sort of trying to hit a Lamborghini. Maybe. It looks more like a Ferrari. I don't know. It's like it's a mishmash. Can't really go upon to having actual licensing from anybody and just trying to hit something that looks sporty enough. So Breakdown in his vehicle mode. Alright, some quick comparison to the vehicle mode. Here he is next to Combiner Wars Stunticon Off-Road. Next to Deluxe Class Corden from, he's War for Cybertron Generation Selects, I believe. Probably something a little bit more to his scale here is Generation Selects Hubcap. Just to show them off next to each other. They're practically about the same size. Breakdown is a little bit wider, but they're about the same length and everything otherwise. And next to KBB's Hornets Agent, which is their version of a Generation 1 Bumblebee, which is actually based off of New Age's Flipper. I would insert dolphin noises if I knew how to do it myself. With a closer look at the vehicle mode, nice painted wheels. I'm glad they did that. They're actually pinned through. Now those little snap-in plastics. Painted tail lights, which this rear of the car actually becomes the chest of the robot mode. They got the front here, red paint, silver paint here. It's not a bad vehicle mode. It's very nice, something small. It was one of the more interesting from the line that I thought would be something to buy. Mine does have a little bit of damage up here at the top. And that's probably from me having him in storage for so many years. Rolls pretty good. It's a nice little figure. It's too bad they didn't do the rest of the Sonicons in this size. Of course, there is no combination gimmick. They can't combine or anything. So you would lose out on that. So maybe why even do that then? It's a nice figure and something that's actually came out of the movie line. And it's actually, this character here is based in the movie, I guess, canon, you can say, quote unquote. IDW did do stories in their comic books, and they did use this character. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. Until the next
Blast from the Past review.
Peace out.